Hi friends, welcome to AhiluArts channel. I am Uma. Sorry it's been quite a long time, but now we are going to see this wonderful, fabulous yet simple and elegant elf flower. I came up with this own pattern, so I didn't know what name to give. So, but since I have used the Christmas colors, I have named it as a elf flower. You can just do the flower and just join the flower and use it as a window hanging or wall hanging, something like that. You can use as a hair clip also with only the flower, but if you want to make it as a square, you can do the square as well. And again, squares can be used as blankets, bags, tops. You can join many more squares and make it as a top also. We'll do one of the videos in future. But this is the square we are going to see. It's very simple flower, and all you have to know is single crochet and double crochet, nothing else. Okay, so we will be doing all the video as even though it's an intermediate stitch, we will be doing it as a beginner stitch, so that we'll do every tiny detail, so that even a beginner can also understand. But if you are an experienced crocheter, you can just forward the video and do the next round according to your wish. Okay, so all I wanted, you can use any colors you want. You don't have to stick with the same color as I have used. But if you choose for a dominant color, use that color in the middle and in the border. That way it will give you a uniform texture to the blanket. Okay, if you see, or you don't even have to match these two colors, but you have to have a one common color for the border, so that when you join the other square in the border, it won't be of a different color. Okay, so that you can just join with a single crochet or with a normal stitch with the hook and the with the needle and the yarn. You can do that. We have a separate video. We have a whole playlist for different kinds of granny squares. We have followed on how to join the granny squares and 3 different types of joining. All this are in the playlist. I'll share the playlist link in the description. You can check that as well. Okay, so now we'll start this simple flower square. Okay, now take a color, do a slip stitch, do 6 chains, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now do a slip stitch in the first chain. You see, I am folding the chain with the right side on the outer end. So do the slip stitch. Before doing the slip stitch, have this tail end on the top, so that you can weave in on the go. Okay, slip stitch and form a ring. Have this tail end on the top, so when we do the double crochet, it will be weaved in as usual. Okay, so we have to do 16 double crochets in here. As you may have noticed in many of the videos, we won't do 3 chains for a double crochet and use that as a double crochet, first double crochet. We will never do that, because if that we do, there will be a gap in the first round. We don't want that. So what we'll usually do is, we'll do first a chain 2, and this will not be considered as any stitch or anything. Okay, it will be buried under the double crochets. So we will start our first double crochet as a normal double crochet. Okay, so now we are going to do 16 double crochets in the ring. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, you continue the 16 double crochet and meet me at the end of this round, so that I'll let you know how to complete this round and join the next color to start the next round. Okay, you see here I have completed my 16 double crochet and fasten the yarn. But before you fasten the yarn, what should you do is, see, I told you we need not have to bother about the chain 2. We will just do the slip knot in the slip stitch in the first double crochet. Okay, now our first round is completed. Now what we have to do, I am joining a new color, but you don't have to join a new color. You can do the whole square in the same color as well. Okay, so if you are joining a new color, join, do a slip knot. Okay, see, when you do this knot should not come out of this slip stitch. The knot should be on the other side. Okay, now when you do that, do a chain 1, but before weaving in, I will do a simple knot so that these two tail ends will stay together. Okay, after this I will keep this on the top so that when I do my next round, it will be weaved in as it is. Okay, so chain 1, what should I do is do a single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, you should always do a single crochet when you join, so that when we complete this round, when we do a slip stitch in this round, it will be easy for us to complete this round if we have a single crochet. Okay, so then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the next stitch, do a single crochet in the third stitch. Okay, we have 16 stitches. What we are going to do is we are going to skip all the even stitches and do single crochet in all the odd stitches. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, leave the next stitch and do a single crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. Don't worry about the tail end, because when we do the next petal round, this will be weaved in together. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3, skip the next stitch, count the 16 double crochet, so that if you have missed the stitch, then your next round will not be as expected. Okay, 1, 2, 3, skip the next stitch, do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3. So this chain space is where we are going to do the petal in the next round. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now again 1, 2, 3. We have one stitch remaining to skip, and we will be slip stitching in the first stitch. So I told you, right, if we don't do the single crochet in the first, we would have had a tough time to do the slip stitch in here. See, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chain spaces in which we have 8 petals, so that when we do as a square, each side will have 2 petals. You see that? If you don't want to do a square, you just want to do as a flower, you don't have to start with a 16 double crochet. You can start with only 12 double crochet, so that you will have only 6 petals instead of 8 petals. Okay, so now for the next round, we have to do the petal in the chain space, right? So we have to get into the, do a chain 1 and do a single crochet into the chain 3 space. Now we get into the chain 3 space, right? Now listen very carefully. This is the pattern we are going to follow throughout this round. Okay, so single crochet, chain 1, double crochet, triple crochet, and again another double crochet, chain 1 and a single crochet. Okay, don't get confused, we will do it again. The thing is, we are just following a pattern of single crochet, chain 1. You can do 3 double crochet itself, but why I am doing the triple crochet in between the 2 double crochet is, when we do the chain for the square, triple crochet will be little bit higher than the double crochet, right? So it won't be, your square won't be seen as a elongated one, it won't be stretched. Okay, so that is why I am doing a triple crochet in between. So listen carefully. Insert into the next square, next chain 3 space, do a single crochet. Now chain 1. You can do 3 double crochet itself if you want, but I am doing double crochet, triple crochet and a double crochet. Okay, then chain 1 and finally a single crochet. This is how I complete my petal. If you want the petal to be little bit bigger, you can do 5 double crochet instead of 3 double crochets. Okay, now insert into the next chain 3 space, do a single crochet, chain 1, double crochet, triple crochet, and again a double crochet, chain 1 and finally a single crochet. So this is how we are single crochet, and then we do a chain 1 to increase the height to adjust with the double crochet. Okay, again single crochet, chain 1, double crochet, triple crochet and another double crochet, chain 1 and a single crochet to complete this petal. You see, this is the pattern I am going to follow all through the 8 petals, and I will join this with a slip stitch and we will start the next square. Okay, see what I have done is, after completed the last petal, I have slip stitched into the first double crochet, first single crochet where we have started our first petal. So this is how our flower will look like. It's a simple flower, I told you, right? If you want to just stop in the flower, you can just do the flower and join the flower and make it as a window hanging as well. Okay, now if you want to make it as a square, there now we join the third color. Okay, my opinion is you can choose whatever color for the flower and the petals. Okay, it can be a daisy with a white and yellow, it can be a lily with pink and white, whatever color. It can be a sunflower with brown and yellow. You can choose whatever color you want, but my suggestion is always choose the white for making this as a square, so that whatever color you choose for the flower will be popped up, it will be shown magnificently if you choose white for this border. Okay, as I always say, it's a 50% of the beauty of any product. What you do is 50% is with the color and 50% is with the pattern. Even though you choose a worst pattern, but you do it with the great colors, then that project will be very beautiful. But even with the best pattern you choose and you choose the color poorly, then you won't do justice for that project, right? So that is why choosing of colors is very important. Okay, so now when you join the next border, you can choose any other petal, but in the triple crochet, you remember I told, when we do the triple crochet, that's when our square won't be an elongated one, right? So what I'm doing is choosing a triple crochet and joining the new color and do a single crochet. Again, if you don't do a single crochet when the color is joined, then the slip stitch by the end of this round will be a problem. So do a single crochet. Now do 5 chains. 1 2 3 4 5. Join the next triple crochet. You have this also, so that you will be weaving it in the next round. Weaving, you see. Now again 1 2, let me zoom out a little so that, okay, 1 2 3 4 5. Do a chain, single crochet, 1 2 3 4 5. Now if this way we will get 8 chain space again to make this flower into a square. In that 8 space we will be doing 4 corners and 4 sides. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5. See, just because I have done triple crochet, I am easily marking it out. But make sure if you have done only the double crochet, make sure you are inserting into the center stitch. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Now do a slip stitch into the single crochet. You see, this is why we have to do a single crochet at the starting of the round as well. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky part, but it's very simple. Now we have 8 chain space. What we are going to do is, we are going to use one side one corner, one side one corner, one side one corner, one side one corner. That's it. Okay, so now we are going to start with the side so that it will be less tricky. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a insert into the chain space and do a slip stitch, because we have to start our side in the chain space, right? Chain 5 space. So do a chain 3. This is the only place we are using chain 3 as a double crochet, because we are just doing the double crochet all together. So do 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 double crochet, so that with the chain 3 it will be 8 double crochet. Okay, so now we have to do the corner also the same 8 double crochet, but in order to make it as a corner, we are going to do 4 double crochet, chain 2 and 4 double crochet, so that it will make a corner. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 chain 2, 1 2 3 4. You see, now we have completed a corner, right? Now this flower is started to look like a square. Now the next one is the side. So how many double crochet we'll do? 8 double crochet. By this way we'll be having 16 double crochets in each side. 8 4 plus 4. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. If you feel like it is forming a petal instead of a square, you can reduce this to 6 and you can increase this to 5 chain 2 and 5 double crochet, but I'll just like this way. So 1 2 3, 4. Now it's a corner, right? After we complete a side, we should do a corner, right? So chain 2 and again 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, 4, 8, 4 and again 4. We'll be doing the side now. Like this way, the 8 sides, 8 chain spaces will be turning into 4 sides and 4 corners, right? So I'll do one more corner with you. And, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now again for the corner, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 2. Now this side is done. One, 2, 3, 4. You see, the sides are done. Now again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can just fast forward the video if you don't want to continue this pattern. Don't want to see the pattern because you know how it works. I'm doing it because for the beginners, as I told in the beginning of the video. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, now we are going to do the last corner, right? So after the 4 double crochet, chain 2 and do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now do a slip stitch into the top chain of chain 3. When you do a slip stitch into the chain, use the both loops, because when we do a slip stitch into the stitch, we will be doing with the 2 loops, right? Both the front and back loops, right? Like that, when you do a slip stitch for a chain also, you should do with the both the loops. Okay, so this is how our square will look like. Now we are going to do the border. If you see here, we started the flower with a 16 stitch. So here also, if you see, it will be 16 stitch on each side. Okay, so now we join the square. So right now we are going to join the last color. As I said earlier, choose the color for the border in which you want the blanket to be in a dominance of. Okay, so I'm choosing the green color to match the other square. So chain 1 and make sure these 2 tail ends stay together so that you can weave in and go. Okay, so this is the simple round. You can just do 1 single crochet in each stitch, and in the corner where we have 2 chains, we are going to do 3 single crochets. That's it. Okay, it will be having 16 stitches on one side, and in the corner it will be 2 more, which is 18 stitches altogether each side, and there will be 1 stitch for the corner. Why I'm saying the count of the stitches and all is, all your squares has to be on the same stitches, so that when you join the squares you won't be having any mismatch in the count. Okay, see, I have done 8 single crochets, 4 single crochets for this side, and in the chain I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 to make the corner so stiff in such a way that when we join the squares it won't be slimy or loose. Okay, so this is how I'm going to continue till the end. Okay, so once we have completed this, we'll be having a square of 4 inch each. So if you want to do a reasonable blanket with this, you can have 4 cross 6, that is 24 squares for a newborn baby blanket. If you want to do a toddler blanket, you can do it with 36 6 cross 6, which will be a perfect square. If you want to have a rectangle blanket, you can have 42 or 48. 48 will be the perfect square. 6 cross 8 will be a perfect blanket for any gift, and it will be a if you don't want to be it as a baby blanket, you can do this with the cotton yarn instead of acrylic yarn, and you have a beautiful couch throw. It will be perfect for springtime, and you will be so happy to even look into that. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. In this corner also I have done 3 stitches and 1 stitch in each double crochet. So at the end of this round I will be doing a slip stitch in here, which results in the same square. Okay, see, you see how elegant and so simple it is, right? So try this out. Post your pictures in our group or send me a message in our page. If you have any other suggestions to do, please share it with our in my page, so that we can do this together. And most importantly, like, share and comment, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any videos. Thank you so much. Love you all. Bye.